Hey guys, so here is my um, example of the Metamorphosis project, and I want to show you um, the concept of the storyboard, if it's not clear, using my example. So I have a storyboard example of my own, which you see here in Schoology. And so what I ask you to do is make 10 boxes and label each box in two ways. There's a number that says what frame of the storyboard this is. So this is storyboard frame 1, storyboard frame 2, storyboard frame 3. Then there's another label, which is what frame of the animation it is. So for every storyboard frame, you are representing 5 animation frames. So the idea here is that you are giving a little snapshot, and you're going to be making 50 frames, and you are only going to do a storyboard that shows 10 of those frames. Okay, so down here it says frame 1. We've got the original image where we started, which is, let's say, around frame 5, and then around frame 10 we've got this shape starting to change, right? And I've got my beginning point and my end point, which were in my 2 characters that I created. And so when I go back to pixel art, you can see, if I sort of arrow through these frames, how that change is happening. Now, after 5 frames, the shape is starting to tilt. We're starting to go 2, 3, 4, 5. It's starting to go towards that bird shape. The legs haven't changed yet. Okay, so now we're 10 frames along. And another 10. And another 10. So now we're about our 4th storyboard frame. Or we should be. I mean, this is just a kind of a guide to help you along. So here's our 4th storyboard frame. And you can see that, yeah, the eye is starting to move up here. It's starting to really take the shape of a bird and tilting more and getting smaller, and the eyelids are coming together. Okay, not exactly the same, obviously, but it was a good guide to help me do the animating. And from there, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it keeps going, right? And by the time we're like 40 frames in, or 44 frames in, we've got this shape, right? So we're almost there. We're almost at 50 frames. This one, I went to 54 frames just to be really thorough. And just a preview of how this whole thing looked when it was done. Okay, notice that it's, of course, changing colors, that there's a green background layer, and so forth. All right, so I hope that helps you to understand the connection between these 50 frames and these 10 storyboard frames that represent 50 frames of animation.